Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the best selling Fearless Tarot and Tarot in Love, consulting the cards and matters of the heart. And as I've said before, if you like my approach to tarot, you are going to absolutely love what's in these books. So do check them out. It really does help support my work. So let's get on to the Oracle reveal. So, yesterday on Instagram, I placed up a photo of three different animals and I asked you to use your intuition and ask yourself which animal's calling to you because that animal has your message. And the animals were the cheetah, the ladybug, and the cardinal. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself in your own deepest intuition, what animal's calling to you? Which one's getting caught in your head? Because there's often a message that's important to understand from that animal. First animal on the list is the cheetah, and the card says get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. And if you're attracted to cheetah right now, cheetahs for me, they're survivors in nature. They're up against the odds, and they really don't, a lot of them don't survive because there's just so much against them. And the ones that do survive are strong, they're persevering. And so I feel with the cheetah, this is going to be a time where if you're attracted to cheetah, you may be tested. You may feel like the odds are stacked against you. But the very fact that you're even drawing breath right now is meaning that there is a mission that you're on. There's something important to do, and you need to go the distance. You need to get there. Cheetah is also known for its speed, so this could be a time when things are speeding up. And I feel like pacing your energy is another message from the cheetah. It gives all its energy in a short burst. And what you might need to do is just shave off a little bit of your energy. So maybe walk at 90% your full capacity, or talk at 90%, or move a little slower right now in order to collect yourself. That's going to really help you get focused on what that goal is. First card for cheetah is where it's best to place your focus, and we got the star card. Cheetah is saying, get clear on your goal and go for it. I feel like with the star, there's also a ring of destiny around you. It kind of feels like the thing that you're really focusing on, dreaming about, trying to manifest. This is important. This is one of those main reasons that your soul is here. And so I feel like this is a time, Cheetah, where you can see your prey. You can see what's in front of you, and you need to go for it. You need to race ahead. You don't need to second guess yourself. You also need to conserve your energy and use and unleash that energy at the right time, not striking out too soon. The star card is also telling you that you're a luminary, that the things that you're involved in are what are going to make you a star. And the star shines. And so this could be a time as well when you're networking with other people and forming connections that are really going to help you get yourself and your ideas and your dream launched. Second card is advice from your inner wisdom. And look at that, another major arcana card. I guess I should put them here with the magician. And the magician is the personification for the power of your thoughts, which are like magic spells. They're totally going out into the world and creating the reality you're experiencing. And so the magician is saying, be mindful of where you're placing your focus. But there is something really magical happening for the cheetah. There's something that's just within reach. And if you can really harness your energy and keep your focus toward that goal, you're going to absolutely achieve it. And then the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Zeus, the king of the gods. He holds the lightning bolt, which is a symbol for epiphanies. And I just kind of feel like lightning is striking the cheetah in a good way, where you're inspired. There's something that's going to be in your mind to do, and you need to do it. Also, there's a sense that your soul's purpose, your spirit is stirring right now. It's being called to action. And what you need to stop doing is numbing yourself or distracting yourself or just kind of putting yourself out of it as this important work is in front of you. Zeus is telling you to rise above and to be inspired and to grab that inspiration and take that leadership over your life. This is just a really cool trifecta of cards for the cheetah. Next, we're going to go into the ladybug. And this card says, this is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all the good things in your life. And that can be sometimes tough for us. We're good at output, we're good at, delivering for other people, but receiving is sometimes a little bit more difficult for some of us, especially if we're in a caregiver role or if we're looking after others. Also, I just feel like with the ladybug, this is going to be a time when you need to start to imagine what could be possible for you and to open yourself up to that. First card for Ladybug is where it's best to place your focus, and we got the Hangman, which for me is a card of making necessary sacrifices in order to ensure that the long term plan or goal ends up working out for you. The hangman is willingly putting himself in an uncomfortable position by hanging upside down, and all the energy's pooling to his head and it's starting to glow, which indicates that he's gaining wisdom from this. And so I feel like there is something that the ladybug is trying to accomplish in the garden of her life. And what it might require is that you're needing to be uncomfortable. You're needing to move out of the comfort zone. You may even have to look at something from a completely different perspective at this time. However, the hangman also rewards that sacrifice. He's the middle of the major arcana. He's the middle ground, the middle place. And so it's like you're halfway there. And so you just need to keep going. And even if it's uncomfortable, don't give up. Advice from your inner wisdom is the Queen of Swords, and she means business. She says, here's what needs to happen for you to succeed, and this is what we're going to do. She comes up with the plan and she executes it. She also wears the butterfly crown, which means she's a master at transforming the energy from feeling victimized by something to feeling victorious. The Queen of Swords is extremely powerful, and what makes her powerful is her mind and her perspective. So when we couple that with the hangman card, there's something you're stretching or growing and learning from that's going to help your path. And then the mythic archetype that's going to help you, we get the Gorgon, Medusa sometimes here, which can represent something you're afraid to do, something that's making you anxious. It's like, oh, that's so uncomfortable. I don't want to look at it directly, or I could turn to stone. And yet, this is exactly what you want to lean into. You may need to look at the reflection of the thing you're afraid of by looking at it from a different perspective, looking at its mirror image so you're not looking at it directly in order to devise the best strategy. And then the final animal is the cardinal. And this card says the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. And Cardinal could be telling you this next week that one part of your life might be a bit lopsided. You might be so literal, so involved in the grind or other people or the mundane world that you're neglecting your own spirit. Or you might be secluding yourself a little bit too much, going a little woo woo right now and getting disconnected from reality. And it might be time to come back to earth. So, Cardinal's really telling you to take ownership of where your energy's at and not just to go on automatic because that's how the cycle's been. First card for Cardinal is where it's best to place your focus. And we got the High Priestess. And so I'm kind of feeling like for a lot of people in the Cardinal realm, it's that you haven't had enough time for your spirit. The High Priestess is calling you home. She's saying, listen to me. I'm the voice of your intuition, your instincts. You need to make friends with me. You need to hear what I have to tell you because that's what's going to really lead towards your breakthrough. So the high priestess can just indicate that this is a time to tune inward, to make time to listen to yourself. Maybe it's time to journal or give yourself a reading or look at something with a new perspective. But the high priestess is saying that your inner wisdom might have been feeling neglected and it's time to dive back into that. The advice from your inner wisdom, another major arcana card, the death card, which indicates that there's a major ending, transformation, or rite of passage that you're undergoing. An old identity of your life is now passing away and a new one is being reborn. And death is a reward card if you can cooperate with the change that your own inner wisdom is guiding you through. The high priestess is saying you don't have to be afraid of this card. You don't have to be afraid of the changes in front of you because your inner wisdom, your guidance is going to lead you through. And as long as you're best friends with that part of yourself, any change can come in your path and you'll be able to respond to it. And the mythic archetype that's going to help you, along with that death energy, is Atropos. She's cutting the threads. She's saying something is ending. It might be something that is causing you to feel fearful. But I really feel with that High Priestess card that you are your own best ally and advocate, and you need to trust yourself at this time and walk away from or allow things to end that are just finished. And that's this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a reading with me or buy one of my books. I have signed copies available. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week, and I'll see you again next time, so do take care.